Alright, welcome to part 2 of my new Starbound Let's Play, with Jean-Luc Picard here. Now in the last video we basically did the very first few starter quests, the first 4 in fact, and right now we need a stone furnace with which to process some ores. We don't have any ores yet, but we do need to find some. So let's get out of here and go looking for a cave. In fact, there's stone here. So let me just place a torch down here, and I'll be right back while I mine 25 stone with which to make a furnace. So, be right back. Alright, we're back, and we have now 64 cobblestone, which is a significant amount. Well, it's not really significant in Starbound, but hey. Now, in Starbound, I should actually explain this. The item stacks don't go up to 64, they basically go up to 1,000. So I can have 1,000 stacks, 1,000 items per stack. Which is a buttload, as I'm sure you'll agree, and it's very nice. So let's smash our campfire here. Open up our crafting table, click on the stone furnace, and make it with our 25 cobble and 1 campfire. Complete! Awesome, time to play with fire. This should work for most basic metals like copper and iron, which I can then use to build a more advanced furnace later. That is true. So, now we want to use our furnace to make some copper bars from copper ore. And to do that, of course, we need to find some copper ore. So let's place down our furnace. I'll place it right here. And we've got nothing we can make with it yet, but with the furnace we can make titanium, silver, glass blocks, platinum, iron, gold, and copper. Which is very good, which we're going to need later on, of course. So let's get on out to the left here and look for a good cave. Now you see these bugs floating around. You can catch those bugs, but we can't do that yet. Because we don't have the item required. Now this looks like it might actually be a bit of a good cave. So let's switch to our weapon. No, I don't think this was a cave, was it? This is just... yeah, this is just a little hole, which is a shame. So let's get moving on. Oh, hey, is that guy hostile? I like to keep my torch out when I'm not being attacked. Oh dear, I'm being attacked. He can't get at us, he can't get out. But we can get at him, because we're cheesy suckers. I'm going to go down in here and investigate, because there might be something nifty. Wow, this is a lot of vines. Now, plant fibers at first can be a bit of a pain to find until you get off the planet, because you can only get them from vines and some, I believe, plants on the surface. Like up there, little bits of grass and such things. Now let's just investigate this to see. Vine with flowery. Yeah, some of the investigation-y type things are a bit beta, because it is still a beta, it's still in development. Which is entirely fair, it's just not fully developed yet. So let's switch to my weapon here. Smash these pots with the pixels, because pixels are nice. Yeah, I don't need that vine yet, that is perfectly fine. Now, I am running low on torches. Now, you make torches with coal and wooden planks. Now, is there anything back here worthwhile? There is not. Anything up here? That is basically just another way to the surface. And there's more coal down here, it looks like. So let's get that now. Oh dear. Now, you do take fall damage in this game, so be careful not to fall. For obvious reasons. Okay, get that. Should be able to stand in that 4 high block there. 4 high blocks is the minimum space you can stand in, just so you know. We'll get all of this coal, and wow, that's a lot of coal. Now, in early versions of Starbound, coal was actually used to fuel your ship, which was mildly unrealistic. Now, I believe it's only used for crafting gunpowder and torches. There may be more uses that I've not experienced yet, because I've not gotten all the progression done in the new update. I've only gotten a fair way along, so I'm going to be going blind at some point. But as for now, I know pretty much the important stuff, which is good. I want to get all of this coal if possible, because I want to make as many torches as possible, because I'm a torch whore. I place them everywhere. Like, almost literally everywhere. I really use them far too much. Let's grab all this coal. I don't tend to get the little stragglers like that. Just because it takes too much time at the moment. Oh dear, move my mouse. But yeah, right now I don't get the stragglers, so let's open up my crafting menu here. Make some wooden planks, because I've got some unrefined wood. And then I can make... I've got 56 wooden planks and 35 coal, so let's see how many I can make. I can use 28 resources, which will get me double that in torches. So now we have... Sorry about that, pardon me. So now we have 59 torches with... 59 torches to use. So let's get this bit of coal here. And we want to find some copper. Now, making a mine shaft is normally a good way to go in Starbound, but I'm not going to be doing that for the most part. I'm going to be doing that off camera, because otherwise it's just boring to see. And you want to see exploration, I'm sure. I'm going to get these vines, because that's quite a few vines. Because we are going to need some bandages. We've not needed to heal yet, because we've been fairly lucky with our blocking and dodging. Now, if you hold control, you can move the cursor around and look around. It's very nice. Now, I saw some light down there, so I wanted to look and see what that was. It's one of those status pods. So let's get down there. Now, we're going to need to dig some dirt away in order to get down there, because obviously the hole is significantly too narrow for my big fat body. Just going to place a torch here so we can see a bit better. And that is a lot of coal, man. Oh yeah, I love finding a lot of coal. I really love it. Because that makes me think that I can go mad with torches. Which is true. I can indeed go mad with torches when you have a lot of coal. I never normally get this lucky with coal. Seriously. That is very good. So let's grab all of this and then we'll keep heading down to find some copper. Now, when we get a certain level below Earth, the music and ambient sounds will change. Just so you know that you're at a certain point. Kind of realistically, in fact, because you'll get echoing and such things in massive caves. Okay, so I'm going to get that and leave the rest there for now. I might come back and get it later, I might not, because coal is relatively easy to come by, to be perfectly fair. Okay, we can get down to smash this little block here, and we can get moving down. Place a torch down. Gonna use this, and we got rage. I'm gonna smash it, just because I can, and I'm enraged. Gonna get my torch out. Ah, see now, you can hear the ambient sounds have changed. That's because we're at a certain depth below ground. I don't know the exact depth, but in fact it probably varies on planet, because planets can be different sizes. That's just one of the things I love about this game. It's just... oh, I love this game so much. I've been wanting to resume my Let's Play of Starbound for a long time, but there was just so little to do that early on. And now there's a significant amount of content to get through. And hopefully by the time we get to the end of the content and the Let's Play, there'll be more content. Wow, that's a lot of coal. I'm gonna get all of this. And then I'm just gonna get all of this. In fact, I'm gonna be right back while I get all this coal, and then I'll resume when I've gotten it all, so be right back. Alright, I'm back, and I've decided I'm gonna make a mine shaft. Basically just a hole straight down like you do in Minecraft. Now, I'm gonna leave this on camera, but I'm gonna speed it up, because I'm not gonna be talking throughout, because that's just a big waste of... you know, that's just going to be a waste of video time. So I'm going to start digging downwards, and then I will resume when I find something worth talking about. So, be right back, and I'll join you in a little bit. Okay, now here we have some silver. Can we investigate that? Nope, we can't. But that is indeed silver. Oh, you can see there's a cave right through there. Oh, excellent. Nice, we found a big cave, finally. Kind of funny that the first ore we found is silver. That's actually slightly amusing to me. So let's grab all the silver and then we'll head down into that cave. Now I may have made a bit of a blunder here because I should have more wood than I have right now. How much do I have? I have 0 wood because I use it all on stuff. Oh no. Basically you can use wood on the fly to make wooden platforms, which are handy, so I'm going to have to use dirt with which to platform around instead of wooden platforms. It's unfortunate, but it is good enough still. I'm gonna do this. Now we've got a large body of water down there. You can fly, you can swim in Starbound, so don't worry about that too much. Now just making a safe way back up and down for us. Get our torch out and have a look around. Yeah, there's some more coal there and there's some iron right there, so I'm gonna grab that. This stuff here is iron. Actually, that right there is copper, so there's copper and iron here. Okay, so we've got some iron ore and some copper ore. Now, we're going to want a good large amount of it. Let's get down here. Now, you can, of course, drown in water, because it wouldn't be very realistic if you couldn't. So try not to stay underwater for too long. You could see that oxygen bar appearing just up there, briefly. Now, there seems to be a lot of iron here, so let's get it. In fact, this is not really not a lot of iron. It's a very small amount of iron. Do-do. Get that and get that bit there. Now, I have 76 coal. That's actually a lot. I'm going to switch to my torch, because the torch does work underwater. And you can investigate a little bit without worrying. Now, you see that there? That thing right there. That is sort of an ore pile or something. A rock full of silver. Maybe I can break it. That is a hint. Basically, you smash that, and you get some random ores. Silver and copper ore, in fact. That's a surprise. Oh, there is some more iron here. Now, I'm keeping an eye on my oxygen meter up there. It doesn't replenish to 100% instantly when you get out of the water, so bear that in mind. I'm going to just breathe a bit here so I don't die. Back to my torch, because... Oh, in fact, I can see a bit of iron there very briefly, if you can see that. Yeah, I'm going to get that. Because iron is, of course, very handy. Iron is used for the first tier of armor. Copper is no longer used for that. You could make copper armor at one time, but not anymore. Copper, at this point, is basically only used for pickaxes and something else that I don't want to spoil. Oh, wow. Oh, wow. I'm going to be daring. I'm going to be daring. Oh, bum. See, I took some fall damage there. And I'm going to have to heal with my bandage. Oh, no, that guy saw us. What kind of attack's he going to do? Oh, friggin' hell, that hurt. Ow. Yeesh. So now we're in basically a death pit. And you can see some copper around there, so let's grab that. Now, the matter manipulator does have a fair reach, and you can use it in dark areas to scan for ore, because it lights the area up, which is fairly good. Now, at one point it went an infinite distance, so you could basically scan the whole screen for ore, which was very quickly patched out. Let's do this. Now, we need to get out of here, so let's make a little platform. Well, a few platforms, like so. And we'll get our torch back out. Lots of creatures there. Yeah, and they're going to be hostile, so let's get our sword out and smash them up. Oh, dear. Yeah, the two-handed weapons are, of course, more powerful than the one-handed equivalents, for obvious reasons. Now, you can see there's some copper there, so let's grab that. But yeah, I'm going to be doing mine shafts. I've changed my mind. And I'm going to be doing them off camera, of course. I'm not going to be doing that on camera, because that is just boring to watch, I think. I'll be speeding them up, but not like, you know, having them as part of the video, technically speaking. There's some more copper over there. Now, we're going to want to go deeper, because we're not getting very many ores here. Now, let's actually see how many we've got when we get out of this water here. We have 12 copper ore, 6 silver ore, and 15 iron ore. Iron ore. That sounds like a good ore. And really, we only need 1 copper bar to complete this quest, but I do want to get a good amount, because it'll set us up well for the future. So I'm going to find a good point to dig down. In fact, this might be a good point to dig downwards, because it starts us a bit lower automatically. Right about here. So I'm going to keep digging downwards, and I'll join you when I find something noteworthy again. So be right back. Ow, that is most definitely noteworthy. I'm going to... Ow. Ow. I wasn't watching out very carefully there. That was my bad. Oh, man. Okay, torch out. Good, I like lighting. Oh, whoa, that amount of coal. And there's a copper ore pile there. I don't know what they're actually called, but I'm calling them piles. That sounds kind of bad, but hey. And they actually broke those vines as well. That's good. Yeah, got some copper ore. Now there's a little bit of iron here, so let's grab this. Of course, I believe ores do become more common the further down you go, which just makes sense. So I'll grab that. I'm going to grab a good chunk of that coal. Just a little bit, though. Not all of it. Just a good chunk of it, because I do like being loaded up on coal. Now, in fact, I'm low on health, and I've got no bandages left. So let's actually craft all that we can. 38 bandages, that's very good. And heal up. You basically just left-click to use the item, by the way. And we get a healing buff for a short amount of time, which heals us. Let's keep gathering this coal right up here. I'm going to get just the most of it. This'll do about here, I think. Get all that coal and keep on moving on with our torch so we can see what's going on. There's a creature down there. He's a friendly chap. There's no way to tell if a creature's friendly as far as I know without walking up to it. Which is kind of sad, because it would be nice to be able to tell from a distance. Because some of them can be really painful. So I'm going to make a platform up here now. I don't want to make it too difficult to make the jumps. Yeah. Now, one thing to note, when I'm facing that way, I walk more quickly in that direction. I'll just show you down here, in fact. Ow! You see, I'm looking in that direction. If I walk that direction, full speed. Full speed. But if I walk backwards, I walk slower. That is something worth noting. And if you hold shift, you do also walk slower as well. Just so you know. So now let's get up here. I do see some copper there, but one copper ore is generally not worth it to me. There seems to be something up here, so let's keep on moving on. There is some copper here indeed. Nice, let's grab it. Now, of course I am underwater, so I want to watch my oxygen very carefully. And I should be able to get this bit here before I start drowning. And I'm good, excellent. So I'm going to want to... Is that something up there I've not seen before? No, I've definitely been up there. Let's get down this staircase here. Ow. I'm going to make that one closer so I can walk down it like that. There we go. Okay, so I'm going to start digging down here again. And again, I will be right back when I find something interesting. Alright, we have found a good chunk of iron here, so let's grab it. Let's see. And there seems to be a cave there. Yeah, there's another cave. Now, the caves in this game now are fairly interconnected. It's fairly easy to get from one cave to another, because there are quite a lot of them. I believe it was different earlier on. I'm sure the planet generation has changed significantly. Because in case you don't know, this is procedurally generated. It is completely random. There we go. So to place some torches down. You want to place the torches as close to the walls as you can. Because sometimes you can highlight ores further in that you wouldn't otherwise be able to see. And that can get you a lot of resources. Okay, we've got some... Ooh, we've got a chest down there as well. So let's kill these guys. This should be fairly easy to do. There we go. Just want to light up here to make sure there's no ores further in. There is not. Now let's investigate this chest by interacting with it. Okay, we've got a worn spear which does 49 DPS. Let's compare that to our sword. More damage, but you can't block with a spear. Just bear that in mind. And we've got a hammer which does 65 DPS. That's a lot more damage, but again, can't block. So I'm not going to be using that. Now, I'm going to grab the chest, because I've got no form of storage right now. Large old chest we've got. Now there is some ore here, so let's grab this. Now the water physics in Starbound are actually realistic. They're realistic. Now, I'll just demonstrate quickly what I mean by that. In Terraria, if I dug down like that, then dug along like that, and if I dug a hole there, the water would stay at that level. Not so in Starbound. It equalizes the water level. It's bloody lovely. I love it. So you've got to keep that in mind when you're trying to make your way through water-filled areas. It can catch you off guard if you don't expect it. Let's grab this iron here. We're going to be loaded on iron at this rate. Because I do find it is fairly easy to find lots of ores when you're on a mining trip. There is some more there. I'm going to grab that. Now I need to move a bit further along to the right there, because that's not going into my inventory. There we go. Now, if you use your torch against the walls here, you can sort of look a bit further along. Yeah, that might be considered cheaty, but I don't really consider it cheaty myself. Okay, we've got another ore pile there, but I want to get this iron up here. Because basically, iron is more valuable to us than copper. It just is. At least for a short while. Until once we get iron armor and an iron anvil, which we will need to make metal things, it's not all that valuable, to be fair. Until later. Until later. There is something else we need iron for, but that's not going to be for a while yet. Check up there. Now you'll hear the cavey ambience here. Ah, now I've run out of torches. That is not a good thing. That is not a good thing at all. So I'm going to smash all these pots here. Now I could keep caving on. I could keep on going without torches, but I don't like doing that. So what I'm going to do is get all these vines, and then I'll head on back up to the surface. And I'm going to keep that on camera. Well, I'm going to speed it up, of course. So I'm going to head back along to the right here and try to retrace my steps. There is iron there. I'm not going to skip over that. And get that good. Okay, so I'm going to head back to the surface now, and I'll see you when I get back up there. So, I want to look down here, actually, quickly first. Oh dear. In fact, I'm just going to run away from that guy. Nah, you can't get me. Okay, so, I'm going to make my way back up to the surface, and I'll see you when I get there. So, be right back. Alright, I'm back at my base, and it's raining again. And you might have seen I got some wood on the way back, so let's turn all of those that unrefined wood into wooden planks. We now have 135 wood, because we're going to need to expand our base a little bit. So let's do that right now. And I'm going to want to make it... Oh, no, that's the wrong item. Bit further along. Make it about that long for now. Get that down there. Destroy the dirt and place the wood. And then I will make the... what we need to do the next few quests. Fill in the wall. I want to save some wood for torches. Gonna make that now. Gonna make 34 torches, so I have 68 now. Another torch there. Now let's have a look at the quest here. Okay, we want to make a furnace and then make a copper bar. So let's make a furnace. Oh, we've got a furnace here. So let's refine all of our copper ore into bars. Nice. I'll need a whole bunch of copper bars to start building tools. A copper pickaxe will allow me to mine faster for a while. Okay, to make stronger and more valuable ore to make use of, I need an iron anvil. So basically, we need to make some iron bars and turn them into an iron anvil. Let's refine our silver bars as well. There we go. So now we can make an iron anvil which needs 8 iron bars. Let's make that. Alright, now we can place that now. This is the main big quest so far. It's finally time for me to obtain 20 core fragments. I can obtain them deep underground near the planet's core. With those, sails should be able to fix the ship's thrusters. That is very true. So, we're going to close that down. And place down our anvil over here. And now we can make a copper pickaxe which only needs 2 copper. And that will basically allow us to mine faster for a short amount of time. And we can make iron blocks out of iron, which is a bit of a waste at this stage because we need it for the armour here. Now you'll see it doesn't need much armour. It doesn't need much iron, so it's really very quick to make. It's a scouter! Yeah! Now basically this is the first tier of human armour. Different races have different items that they can make. I can make a shanker. A different race would make a different one-handed weapon. And Nova Kids, in fact, would make a one-handed pistol. They make guns instead of melee things, which is kind of cool. Now, we can make a silver pickaxe. You know what, let's actually do that. Let's actually do that, because silver is not used for really anything as far as I know. So I'm going to actually place down this chest. I'm going to place it on top of the... Oh, where do I want to place that? I'm actually going to do something neat here. I'm going to place it down here. In a secret underground storage facility. I'm going to place it right here. I'm not going to make it nice right now. Because frankly, I don't have the wood for it. I'm just going to place it right there for now. And in there, I'm going to put all of my goodies. I'm going to need to make a proper storage system eventually. Just so you know. Okay, but in fact, I can make 2 wooden platforms with the 2 wooden planks that I've got. And I can put those wooden platforms over there. So now we can drop down there by holding down and pressing jump. And we can jump back up through it. Very nice. So now, the next thing we've really got to do is just gather a whole lot of ores and make some armor and get some core fragments to fix our ship. So I'm actually going to make as much armor as I can right now. I can make the greaves. Make the visor. And we can make the chest guard as well. Oh yeah! So now basically we have a full set of iron armor. Just drag them onto our inventory up there to do it. Wow, excellent. Now these all things, we can place them in the visual slot there to make it look like we're wearing that, but we'll still get the bonuses from these stuff there. Which I'm actually going to do, because that looks kind of ugly to me. So I'm going to keep like that, and I'm going to have my scouter on. I'm going to sense power levels. Well, not sense them, read them, but still. Put the iron back in there. I like organising things from, like, bar ore, bar ore, bar ore. Now, those petals I really don't... I'm just going to get rid of them, because they are frankly useless right now. For the most part, anyway. I'm going to get these saplings up here. Now, some saplings don't... The saplings don't stack very nicely, because they vary quite a lot. So I'm going to flatten this area out, and then I'll be ending the video. Flatten it out, get some dirt, put that there. There we go, that should be good enough. Now here, I'm going to plant some trees. You just put them on the ground, like so. You don't need to leave any specific distances between them. I'm going to get rid of that flower so I can place them nice and close together. Do it slowly or you'll leave gaps, which is annoying. Alright, now we have a nice little tree farm. I'm just going to get rid of that. Torch there, because why not? And then I'll get rid of that stone there. Get rid of the background behind it there. And put down more dirt. Because I might as well get as many trees planted as I can, eh? Right, so now we've got all that space for trees. Now, trees and crops grow very, very quickly in Starbound, so that's not going to be a problem. And then we're going to be able to make, I believe, a lot more torches, unless we already made all of them. Yeah, we already made all of them. Because we've got no coal there. So basically, our next port of call is to get down to the core of the planet and get lots of core fragments. Now, once I've been down to the core of the planet and you've seen some of that, I'm going to be keeping it off camera entirely in the future, because basically at a certain point it gets very old to watch. So it's going to be kind of silly and unnecessary. But for now, that's the end of the video. It's been nearly 30 minutes so far, and in the next one, I'm going to make a mine shaft in my base here. And then we'll start heading down to the core of the planet to get some core fragments. So, thank you very much for watching, and goodbye for now. I will see you in the next video when we will be heading down to the core of the planet. So thank you very much for watching, and goodbye for now. I will see you in the next one.